Zenless Zone Zero has just come out, and it's already got me hooked with a brand new gambling addiction. So let me explain why I love this game so much, and why you guys should too. So make sure you stick around till the end of the video, because we're going to be diving deep into this game, so you don't have to. Also, I know a lot of you guys would instantly be thinking, I'm already playing Genshin. Why would I want to waste my time with another gacha game like ZZZ? ZZZ is Zenless Zone Zero, for sure. I'm not saying Zenless Zone Zero for this whole video. But I have the answer to convince you right away. You can pet the cats in this game. 10 out of 10. Game of the year. Best gacha game of all time. You can't even pet the animals in Genshin Impact, but you can in ZZZ. So we have a clear answer to who's the best gacha game on the planet. I don't even think you can pet animals in any other gacha game. So you know what? This game deserves all my money. But on a serious note, let's talk about why I love ZZZ so much. The first thing you'll notice about this game is how beautiful its visuals and art style is. Everything in this game just pops out with color and life. Even the UI has been handcrafted to feel so unique and refreshing. Unlike other gachas, Genshin, which is just Paimon and there's a flowing menu that appears out of nowhere and it just feels pretty lifeless. But here, in Zenless Zone Zero, when you open the pause menu, you can just see the main character going on their phone and everything has this cool modern look and pop to it and feel like, I don't know, it's just like, it has a unique vibe to it. But yeah, this game has a consistent, colorful, bright tone that actually gets me excited to boot it up and play in the first place. What can I say? Bright colors make my brain go happy. Also, this game, unlike other gacha games, makes the story interesting for once, because this game presents key story moments through these cool comic book panels, which you have to click through and read, and they're pretty interactive too. And these beat the long exposition dumps you'd have in other gacha games, Genshin, where it's just the same character talking for 20 years. But no, in this game, the story is so quick and it just throws you into it. Like, the game starts off with this crazy helicopter chase, they start shooting, and then these guys fall into a hollow, which is like this black hole, which just makes monsters everywhere, and it's like crazy. And then this guy transforms into a monster. This game literally has the best and most fastest pacing ever. You really won't notice it, but the hours will just fly by. I know it has for me anyways. But yeah, you'll be beating up monsters in the hollow in no time, and the game does an excellent job of teaching you the controls and unique mechanics that make this game so different from every other soulless gacha on the market. But enough of me yapping about the game's visuals, since, you know, everyone knows this game is absolutely breathtaking. And if you guys are enjoying this video so far, make sure you like and subscribe, because on this channel all we do is talk about gacha games and why I have a crippling gambling addiction and why I like waifus. I don't have issues, you do. But let's talk about what separates this game from all the other gachas on the market, and that is the fact that Zenless Zone Zero is an action, hack and slash, dungeon crawler, roguelike gacha. I know I just said a whole bunch of words, but let me explain. First, we'll start off with the combat, since that is the main aspect of this game. At first glance, combat in this game may sound a lot like Genshin, since both games only have a standard attack, a special attack, an ultimate attack, and you can also switch between characters like in Genshin. But the main difference that makes ZZZ way more enjoyable is how smooth and responsive the combat is. Every hit, you can feel the impact it has on the enemy. The enemies actually get staggered and stunned when you hit them with a special. Crazy. And another nice touch is that the game lets you lock on to a specific target, so you can actually see and react to their movements. And guess what? This game actually has a dodge button, which is so nice, since, you know, Genshin didn't even have this. Why is Genshin catching so many strays in this video? I'm sorry, Genshin. I still love you. But yeah, in this game, you have two types of dodge. You have your standard dodge, where your character just moves out the way on command or dashes forward. Pretty useful. But then, if you time your dodge perfectly, I think it's called a perfect dodge, where if you press the dodge button right around when you're going to get hit, time slows down and you get this cool blue effect, and you can deal a special attack which deals more damage. And this actually rewards you for learning the timing of the enemy's attack and actually learning his attack bands and dodge timing. It's a high risk, high reward mechanic, since you can either dodge early and, you know, be a massive baby and lose out on the extra damage, but at least then your combo will be safe. Yeah, this game has a combo meter, or kind of, because as you hit enemies, there's these numbers on the left. But yeah, dodging is high risk, high reward, since if you try and do the perfect dodge, you risk getting hit and breaking your combo and momentum. But if you do it correctly, you'll get massive damage, and your combo will be pushed even further. But I feel like my explanation is not doing the game system any justice. But just know that the game feels as good to play as it looks, because this game genuinely looks stunning. Like, the gameplay is so fast and fluid, every character has their own unique combat and playstyle, it's crazy. Also, another cool thing in this combat is switching characters, and you might be thinking, how can switching characters be a combat option, and how can it be cool? But no, if you press down the switch character button while there's a yellow flash on screen, you have to time it right, but time will slow down and your new character will do a special attack as they get tagged in fight. And also, when you're just beating up an enemy, you'll get a quick time event where time slows down and you get to choose which character to switch into. And they all do their cool signature move, and you can see them flying in and out of the screen. It's crazy. You also have to time this right too, or else you're just going to switch into them normally. But then you can switch into them normally, and you can see at the top left, you can see if their special attack has been charged up. So it's useful to switch into them the safe way, but I always like timing it just right when the yellow flash comes on the screen, because it just looks cooler too. The game's combat just flows so well, and to top it off, at the end of every combat encounter, the game does this cool yellow screen and like some cool words pop up on the screen. I don't know what it says, but it looks cool. And like the game goes in slow-mo and you can just see the last move your character did. It genuinely blows my mind. The game's presentation is literally insane. But there's one downside with this game. Well, people might think it's a downside at first, and so did I, but it's actually one of the best features, and that is the fact that this game is, instead of it being the typical open world gacha, Zenless Zone Zero opted to go for a more linear approach, which some people may not be a fan of, but in execution it provides a way better experience, since you'll be progressing through the game's content, story and combat by accessing this massive computer in the overworld of New Eridu called the Hollow Deep Dive System, or HDD for short. And New Eridu is just like this mini hub world where you can go to the arcade and you can actually play real mini games, and you can go around and pet this cat, and you can go buy new weapons and artifacts and all that stuff. It's like a mini hub world. It's pretty cool. But from the Hollow Deep Dive System, or HDD, you can select different story missions or commissions combat encounters. You'll traverse through this type of board game type field, and you can pick up various items or choose to fight or avoid certain enemies, and you'll do these specific puzzles, like place all of these boxes on these switches so you can access a specific door. And at first, I can't lie, I thought it was kind of lame, but this dungeon crawler system kind of grows on you, because it lets you get into the action and combat set pieces as fast as possible. So it's, just move 2 spaces on the board, fight that monster, move another 5 spaces, fight another monster. Instead of, roaming around some massive empty field for 20 minutes just to fight some monsters that last 2 seconds. Cough cough, Genshin. So you know what? ZZZ's more linear approach I'm actually a big fan of it. I actually really enjoy it. And finally, I saved the best for last. And this is what makes the game truly unique and special. Oh, that is the Bangboos. Bangboos are these weird rabbit-looking mascot things. They remind me of like the rabbits. Remember those white rabbits that are just crazy? I don't even know what they are. I don't even know what they're doing. Pretty sure they're like an alien. But anyways, you'll notice that the Bangboos are everywhere in this game. From the marketing to the trailers, and even in the overworld of New Eridu, everywhere. They're just everywhere. And they come in all funny looking shapes and sizes, and they all have their own unique gimmick. Like this one got a bag over his head because he's so ugly. It's okay. I can relate to that Bangboo. I'm ugly too. But other than just looking cute and acting as the game's mascot, Bangboos serve as a support role in the game's combat system. Every Bangboo has their unique kit and stats, kinda like the agents in this game who are the characters you'll be pulling for. But yes, thank you for listening to my TED Talk about Zenless Zone Zero, and I'm going to go take a nap. Actually no, I'm gonna go play this game some more, because it is really fun. Subscribe for more videos.